Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be cleaning and organizing my fridge. This is something I like to do very often because sometimes my fridge will get a little dirty. Luckily for me though, it doesn't get too bad just because my family tends to keep it pretty clean. We're pretty good about throwing out any leftovers that are left in the fridge and nobody is longer eating them or wants them. But every now and then, you get those accidents in the fridge and something spills where you can't easily clean or reach. So this is when I like to come in and do my deep cleaning, and it gives me the opportunity to throw away anything that is no longer being eaten or needed or it's about to go bad, and it makes space for all of our new groceries coming in. All right, so we're gonna start with my freezer. This is where I usually start most of the time just because it's a smaller area and it doesn't take me too long to clean, even though I do go pretty quickly through here just because I'm afraid of anything unthawing for too long. I usually just move things around so I am able to get in between all the foods that are in there. Usually it doesn't get too dirty, so I'm able to clean pretty quickly. Unfortunately for me though, I did lose the film of me cleaning on the other side of the freezer, and I wasn't able to show you that part. But whatever I'm doing here right now on my door side is usually the same process I do for the other side. And for my freezer, I really do not have so many like organization containers. It's usually just the way it is right now. All right, so same process as the freezer. I start with my top shelf. I will start removing things or putting things somewhere else for the meantime, so I am able to reach the top shelf and give it a good clean. The rag that I'm using is the same rag I use for my fridge every single time. I have a separate one just for this. I also have a separate one just for the outside. So I will give this a good wipe down and then I will put everything back. So something about me is something you'll probably notice is I am a rotation person. By that I mean I like to rotate my items. So if you notice in my sodas, all the old ones that were there, I will take them out and then I'll put the fresh ones down at the bottom. So that way the older ones are being used first. If I had eggs, which I didn't at the moment, that's why I was putting fresh ones in, I would have moved the old ones to the front and the newer eggs to the back. That way, the newer stuff is being used last instead of the first. So something you probably realized about me is I really don't have a lot of organization containers because there's really not a lot of stuff I need to organize inside my fridge. Like I really don't mind my liquids not being perfectly organized. My sodas I do just because we tend to use those a little bit more. But yes, my containers I have purchased at Ross and even Andes. So before I put some of my items back into the fridge again, I like to give them a nice little, wipe down just in case there's anything that had spilled on them or anything sticky had gotten onto them. But yes, most of the things just go in a side of the fridge that I know certain people will be looking for them. Like for these Lunchables, it's my little one. She will come and try to reach for a Lunchable, so I'll just stack them up easily for her to be able to reach them. And at the moment, everything is not going to be in its place where it's supposed to stay. It's just for now because I still got to clean the bottom part of my fridge, and I will put some things up there from the bottom. That way I'm able to clean the bottom of the fridge. Anybody else's kids do this? 2 things of milks, and they're both open. One with a little, and the other one always halfway. Happens every time. So this time around, I was struggling really bad to try to take this shelf off. I never struggle this bad for some reason, but those drawers were not coming out easily. So once I get this, you'll notice these are the stains that I was talking about that are kind of hard for me to reach at every day because I have to take everything out to be able to clean it. And something I like to put on my spills like this is vinegar. Vinegar does smell a little, it's not the best smelling thing, but it cleans it out and it is all natural. So I really like it for my fridge. It's something that you use, to disinfect your fruits and veggies. So why not use it to clean my freeze? Anyways, here, funny story. Whatever was spilt in here this time around made this glass stick so bad to the plastic. I had to use a little butter knife to try to get it out, and when it finally budged, I was like, oh my god, finally. I finally was able to get her out. I like to put her to the side because I don't want her to break, and then I will start with the plastic part first so I'm able to get in all those cracks and nooks and everything and get it all nice and clean. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to keep a toothbrush and a small little brush for when I have things like this that I need to clean. Doesn't she look beautiful? Oh my god, I love seeing her this clean and white, even though it probably won't last, but it's okay with me. Something is something. But after this, I will go in and I will wash both of the drawers where the fruits and veggies are at. I will wash them out, rinse them out, and then I will start putting everything back in. So a little something I like to do in my fridge is I get this little cup, which is actually for candle, but I use it to put my cilantro. I will wash and cut up my cilantro so it's nicely and fresh, and I like it to put it in water inside the fridge so it stays fresh a little bit longer while it's in there. So for the side of my door, I will go ahead and take off the shelves. These are removable shelves, which makes it easy for me to just take everything off and then put it right back in once I'm done cleaning. Luckily for me, these stay pretty clean sometimes. If my kids open, let's say, a juice box or a pudding, this is usually where they go. So if they didn't close it correctly, it probably would spill. But this time around, it wasn't so bad. It was actually pretty clean. I was very, very surprised. If you're wondering and you're like, Ellie, why do you have two different type of juice boxes? Well, one of my daughters likes Capri Suns because she likes the all natural flavor. And the other one likes the Kool-Aids because she doesn't like the natural flavor. I don't know. I've tasted both. They both are pretty okay. One just has more sugar than the other. That's the only difference I can tell. All right, so these baskets right here, I got them at the Dollar Tree. However, unfortunately, if you have thicker shelves like these right here, they do not fit at all. But if you have small, thinner shelves right here like these, they are perfect. I love these because not only were they $1.25, but they give me extra storage on my fridge on top where I'm able to store easy access for my kids, like my grapes, my strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, all of those smaller fruits that they, will constantly be eating. Perfect. That way I know they're finally eating them and I can tell if they're going bad quicker. When I said I like using vinegar for my fridge, I wasn't kidding. I love using this vinegar with a little bit of olive oil in a spray bottle to clean my stainless steel. I love it because not only is it cheaper and it's not so harsh in chemicals, but it gets the job done. You saw those fingerprints? Look at my reflection now. And I'm not even done wiping down. I've been using this mix for like about a year now, and I use it for everything that's stainless steel. My fridge, my microwave, and my stove. I love it because it gets the job done and it looks great. And it doesn't stink. You'd be so surprised. It really doesn't stink so bad. Right, guys, we are at the end. As you can see in my freezer, I really don't use a lot of containers for my freezer, mainly because the meat is frozen. There's really nothing I need to organize in here. I just like having everything in its place for easy access and storage for anything that I might need. And then from the bottom of my fridge, same. Not too much storage, but everything is organized. Everything is able to be seen. Everybody's able to grab what they need, make it a smoother, more easy process. I tend to keep my bottom shelf though a little bit empty just because when I cook a lot, like in big portions, and leftovers I usually use to put in the bottom. So once I have a pot in there, I'll move some things around. That way that big old pot will fit. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I hope this gave you some type of motivation to clean out those fridges. I know they can be daunting and it's just like, again, I have to clean it, I know. But once we see how the final results are, I know everybody's like me and you're like, I love it. It looks amazing. But I hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like the video if you liked it. See y'all guys on Sunday.